What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Trifecta Hour. I'm AJ. This is Ink. This is Prince. This is Glenn, or Mr. Full Service. You change your name. Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back. Welcome back.
What's up?
How's everybody doing this fine Friday?
We here.
Hey, we made it. We made it.
Outside.
Every day above ground is a blessing.
Amen to that.
Well, I won't be below the ground. Y'all gonna burn me up and throw me over the ocean. But
Yes.
that's a whatever. Anyway, what?
Expeditiously.
Wait, Prince, what the hell are you wearing?
Wait, you must have read my mind right now.
I just looked at us on his badge.
I'm like, what is happening? Is this like Rent-A-Cop right now?
Oh, look out, man. Like a goddamn snitch. Like
Can I
you
see?
got
No.
right there and there.
Can I see your receipt, please?
Outside security of the world.
Oh, shoot. Top flight security, baby.
The world, man.
Security of the world. Okay. All right.
Oh my God. Anyway, let's get into it. So, migrants over American sanctuary cities all over the nation have been proven what we knew all along. They don't have the infrastructure or the budgets to accommodate mass migration. So in an effort to accommodate illegal aliens, let's just call it what it is, they are displacing homeless Americans. This is maddening, and it pisses me the hell off. I don't want to read unacceptable. I just want to say it like I mean it. Anyway, let's take a look at how this injustice has played out in Queens, New York. Roll it.
Out of a hotel in Queens where they've been living to make room for migrants, and they don't know where they're going to go.
It's not fair. It's not fair that we're from here and we got to move to make room for asylum seekers. I have nothing against the asylum seekers. I'm Hispanic myself. But at the end of the day, it's not fair.
Men have to go to make room for asylum seekers who came across the southern border and were bused to New York. The city says migrant families need the individual rooms here because they can't be housed in congregate settings.
Listen, I'm a taxpayer. I lived here. I'm from here. It makes no sense for y'all to move us to make room for the asylum seekers.
Dozens of homeless people who have been staying in a hotel in Queens are being kicked out. They've been there for months. Many have jobs. But tonight, with barely no notice, they'll have to go to the Bronx or Staten Island.
Shing Meadows Hotel, which is now a city shelter for single men, is hardly ideal living. But it was still startling when residents learned today they have to leave now.
They didn't even give us a short notice. They just woke us up and told us that we had to pack our stuff.
Everyone's packing up and getting ready to go. They just said pack up, and some people will leave tonight, others in the morning.
Do you know when you're leaving?
Nope.
Do you know where you're going to?
Not at all.
Residents did not want to appear on camera tonight, fearing the city might retaliate against them. But the shelter, residents were told tonight, is being converted to house migrant families from Venezuela. The New York...
Wow. I mean, what in the North Korea is going on here where you gotta hide your face for critiquing the very government you pay taxes to, and they throwing you out of the tax government-funded housing that you need for the moment? But anyway, we'll get into that. So as tax-paying American citizens, what are your thoughts on so-called sanctuary cities? How sanctuary cities are handling these scenarios, Glenn?
The whole title's bullcrap. It's nothing but virtue signaling. Let's just say it like it is. Mayor Adams and them have tried to show them that no, they don't. It doesn't work like that. They don't have the capacity for these new migrants. You're having to basically take away from law-abiding, tax-paying Americans in order to accommodate people who broke the law to get here in the first place. They are illegal immigrants. They're illegal for a reason. We have a legal immigration system. They decided they didn't want to go through that, so let's skip the line. And now we're making accommodations for them. It's bullcrap. I'm not with it.
Facts.
Yes. Facts.
You love the flow. The flow is always there.
Yeah, I'm like, facts. Okay.
Like we like passing the time, right?
Next. I know you're just waiting for me to start talking because that's what I do best. But anyway. Listen, let's just call it what it is. They're illegal. Okay. They're illegal.
Get off my land.
They came here illegally. So why are we taking care of them? Why? So we're gonna say, okay, you that's contributed. We're gonna just make you homeless. And we're gonna let these people who are illegal, who just decided to, I don't know, how did they get here again? Swim here, go apart in the water,
Allegedly,
and
they walked.
mattresses. I'm not sure, but you can come, and we'll give you a place to stay for free.
That's
What are we
crazy.
doing? What are we doing?
Welcome to
First of all,
America.
no. When you call them migrants, that's where you make your first mistake. They didn't migrate here.
Right.
Where did they migrate from? Maybe that should have been my word. Migrate.
Uranus.
Shut up.
It's a great Mariah Carey song.
Oh, you got jokes or something?
No, there really is. There really is a Mariah Carey song called "Migrate."
Oh, okay.
It features one of them rappers. I forgot which one, but anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Little
I'm
Pistol.
done. I'm just saying they're illegal. They're not migrants, and the fact that we're unhousing people for them is disgusting. I said what I said. You don't have to like it. I don't care.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Prince. Before you go, what was the name of the security guard on Martin?
Was it
Otis?
Otis?
Otis. All right, Otis.
Why you got your chest poked out though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why does it seem like this?
This is the gym. What are you talking about? I ain't poking nothing out. These are double D breasts. Cut.
Got it. Mine are under the camera. I don't want us to get flagged for nudity.
Don't make me pop a button. Listen.
Shit, I can't even zip mine up. What you talking about? Go ahead.
Was I the only one that heard single men housing? Like what?
Yeah.
Of course you heard that.
Yeah.
I'm about to move to New York.
Really?
Well, first of all, they can't accommodate your sneaker room and those little funny toys you collect. So not the same.
Hold on. They're not toys.
Or whatever they called. I don't know.
Right. Did he disrespect the Funkos?
Oh, is that what they're called? That's what they're called.
Yeah, Funko Pops. Pastor. But listen, the illegals. This how I feel about the whole migrant situation. Won't they just say, hey, but I know they're not going to do it. Won't they just say, hey, we virtue signal. We thought that this would get us a certain popular attention and votes and stuff like that. The money ran out. We don't have space. We fucked up. But they're not going to say that. Right. So what are they going to do? They're going to, AJ, you say this all the time. What do you always say the left is good at doing?
Oh, they're great at messaging. They're great at marketing. Yes, they're great at using small, very simple terms. Of course, you want to plan your fucking parenthood. Why would you not? Go ahead.
So, and then what do they say? Oh, man, it's not American to not accept people that are less fortunate. We should house these people. These people need a place to go. America's so great. No, let me tell you something. You know what's so great about America is? I can watch 6 people be homeless and not house them and not feel bad about it. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. You weren't born here. You have no business here. You have no social security number. Go back. Period. Point blank.
Go back where? They migrated. They migrated here.
Oh my God.
Go back like Whitney. Where do migrates come from?
Get your ass off here. I'm done.
I don't care.
You know what's crazy though? I remember like a couple years ago. I know y'all remember 2020 when they had the mass influx of undocumented. What do they call them? The children. What is it? When they didn't have a guardian. What was it? Unaccompanied minors.
Oh, I thought it was DACA.
Yeah, when they had all the unaccompanied ones, and they had that program out in San Diego where they were housing homeless veterans. They moved all the homeless veterans out of the centers and back onto the streets so they could put these children, these illegal children, by the way, into those centers. And then they started doing the same thing with the orphanages. And one of the kids, even he was so traumatized, the kid tried to commit suicide and it just shows you This administration and the way that the left works is skip y'all Americans. We needed a new voter base anyway. Y'all blacks are starting to get a little too uppity. Y'all are now, oh, wait, y'all aren't the second biggest demographic in America anymore. Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh. Let's get that voter base.
Well, y'all sound like a bunch of white supremacist bigots.
The replacement theorists?
Go back.
only in America you can enter without papers.
Right,
go back.
Exactly.
Only in America.
Well, I mean, can we reach a compromise where we accommodate illegal aliens and not have to compromise the, I guess, lack of a better term, comfort of American citizens?
What?
No.
Let me.
Wait. Are you being serious? Is that the question for real?
Well, the question was, I just wanted to remix the question, but it says, what can be done to accommodate American citizens and illegal aliens?
Nothing. It's all or nothing. Okay, get your ass out. Listen, you can't go. There's nowhere, anywhere can you go without paperwork.
That part.
Only here can you part the Red Sea and just walk in and with your donkey and your mattress and whatever you want, and we're just like, hey, come on, welcome.
Not a donkey.
You're here.
What am I about to say?
What?
Why do you need the white man's paperwork?
Anyways, as I was saying, only here. So there is no real accommodation. The fact of the matter is this: we can't take care of our own. So how are we going to take care of others? When we have our own homeless people, we have our own people who are hungry, we have our own people who are unfed. Why are we taking care of others?
Facts.
Okay, so I'm not here to discuss anything other than Americans, right? So when we're all taken care of and all of the Americans are housed and they're fed and they have somewhere to go, then we can talk about, because the last time I checked, you wanted me to have a COVID card to fucking eat. Okay.
Go to a football game.
Yeah, you wanted me to have a COVID card to go to a concert, but now you can just come here and we don't even really know who you are. You can just tell us your name is fucking, Sand. And how would we know the latter?
Facts.
So fuck them. I don't care. I don't even feel bad.
Well,
I mean, I'm phobic anyway, so shit. Let's just stick to it. Let's just keep it pushing.
Well, let's be real. It started out wrong. You cannot come in illegally and think that we're just supposed to be cool with this. That's not how that works.
Well, your ancestors came here illegally. I mean, they were brought here on a boat. I mean, what are you talking about?
Well, technically, it was legal, but it might have been against their will, but it was legal.
You got the slave man's last name, so what are we really talking about? Oh,
Jesus!
Listen, we all do. That's just what it is.
No, I got my daddy's last name. Go ahead.
Oh, was he a Freeman?
Not a Freeman.
I am.
We didn't even descend from slaves. But let me stop.
I am 100% Magi warrior.
Oh,
Jesus!
Not the Magi.
Go ahead, Glenn. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. But here's my thing: you can't come in illegally. That's where it starts. Just because we share a border doesn't mean you get to hop it. If we have a door, that doesn't mean come through the window. That means come through the flipping door. Until they close that flipping window and lock it, and they have to come through the door, there can be no compromise. Period.
Okay. So you say.
So I say, and any of them caught illegally, y'all got to go back and wait for the process.
What is the process?
The process is you pay your money, they do a background check, they get you a number, they know how to track you. You can come in, you stay in for a few years. We find out you're productive, you stay. You're not productive, take your butt back to where you came from.
Did you just make that up right now?
No, that's pretty much the process.
Oh,
no, because I can't go to Tanzania.
Listen, you talked to
just
Kenya
lay there.
and a couple other people.
Wait, what'd you say, AJ? You can't do what?
Sorry.
I said I can't just go to Tanzania and lay up. I gotta offer something to the country.
Your passport.
Passport, bro.
I mean to live there, not to visit.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, listen.
I mean, I got a
to
picture
few
you can
people who
offer 'em.
migrated here, and that's the process. That's the process, basically, in a nutshell.
Okay.
Is Prince annoyed because y'all skipped him?
I didn't skip anything.
Oh, okay, because he has that look on his face, like I was
He
supposed to
has that
talk.
look. He always has that look. That's his look.
Thank you, Keisha. This is my regular look. No, if y'all got something that y'all got to get out, because I know y'all old and y'all don't want to forget your point. But if y'all got something, just go ahead. Just do what you got to do.
Well, I know you're fat and hungry, so I would.
Well, that's probably true. That's probably true. That's probably true.
Okay, then. Stay your
Them
part.
double D's are on Pokey Prince. It's okay.
Old went.
I didn't forget that. See how that is? I retain what's important.
But listen, the one thing I will push back on Glenn is I'm gonna ignore the old woman in the room. The one thing I'm gonna push back on Glenn is when you say be productive, that's so subjective. And what is productive to you may not be. What's productive? Having a baby, popping out a baby, working at McDonald's, paying. I don't want to. I was about to say a tie, but paying monthly stipend to stay here. Like, what is being productive?
Having an education, an actual profession that uplifts the country. Right. I can't go there and bag groceries.
Why?
You know, that's not a skill.
Why?
No, hold on. Shout out to all my grocery baggers.
Now you want to defend menial labor. Which one is it, Prince? You challenging Glad, or you with it?
I'm a security guard. I gotta defend those people.
Hey, at least we didn't say nothing like what's her name, Kelly Osbourne. You know, if we kick out all the illegals, who's going to clean the toilets?
Well,
hey,
who else got a job now
for $8 an hour?
Oh,
you,
Jesus.
It's going to be Jesus.
Well, they won't do it for 8; they'll do it for 4.
Well,
all right. So moving on, George Floyd is back in the news amid lawsuits and vocal Derek Chauvin supporters demanding he be freed after the medical examiner reports confirmed that Floyd did not have any life-threatening injuries. Well, aren't we shocked? We are so surprised. Now, as I've said, Derek Chauvin is one of the dumbest people in America. But with that said, if the physical evidence does not match the hysteria and hyper-emotionalism, should Chauvin be released, Prince?
No, he should not be released. And this is why. Police, he's the perfect case of right person, wrong time. Police have to have accountability for the dumb shit that they're doing. And he just happened to be the perfect spokesperson for that storm that brewed. Because guess what? Should he be in jail for second-degree murder? Absolutely not. Should he be in jail for kneeling on somebody for 9 minutes? That's debatable. Should he be held accountable for what he did? Absolutely. And this is the problem I have with all that.
What did he do?
What did he do?
He violated the policy in his of his department. Number one.
What was
no, he didn't.
No.
Wait a minute. So you can kneel on people's back for 9 minutes?
So according to their policy, and this is what came out in court as well, Derek Chauvin's knee was not resting on George Floyd's neck. It was on his shoulder blades, which for them is a control position that was taught.
Yep.
It doesn't specify how much time or anything like that, because it's not a life-threatening position. So yeah, even in court, his chief had to say that, yeah, it looks like the knee was on the shoulder, which is our policy.
Okay. All right. So if the knee wasn't on his back and it was on the shoulder blade, then that changes everything. So I'm gonna have to switch my position then, because he shouldn't be in jail for second-degree murder. He should be fired because he was stupid, but he shouldn't be in jail. See, you know what that's called? Hearing the facts, making an educated decision, realizing he was wrong, and fixing it.
What should he be fired for?
Because he's stupid.
Okay. There's a lot of stupid people.
No, there's a lot of stupid people who are professionals.
What did he do to be fired?
Hold on, Keisha. I'm going to explain it to you.
No, you're not. Okay.
I'm talking. Listen, as a police officer, like if your department decides to fire you, you then have to go through whatever type of appeal process, whatever it is you have. And if your department decides to cite you for termination, you have the right to appeal that. But if they feel like you're shedding a bad light on their department and they don't want anything to do with you, they can't cite you for termination and they can't fire you.
For what? You still didn't answer my question, Mr. I want to be a cop.
I don't know, whatever they can fire him for. First of all, I'm a security guard. Okay.
That's because you couldn't get through the academy. Couldn't do the physical fitness test.
You know why I couldn't get through the academy?
Because you couldn't do the physical fitness test. That's why.
Black women like you that sat behind the desk and saw a man wanting to do something with his life. It was like, I don't like the way he looking at me, so he shouldn't go through the academy. Because that's what y'all do. But that's another story.
Actually, we tell you to run a mile in a certain amount of time, and if you can't do it, then you fail.
I'll run a mile right now. What's up? I'll run a mile right now.
Anyways, let's focus. So can we come back to this now? I still don't understand why he would be fired, because being stupid is not a criteria to be fired. If he was within policy, then they could not fire him. And if he died of an overdose, why is he in jail? What exactly are we locking him up for? Negligence? Because what negligence did he commit if he was within policy? We don't like, if we're going to talk about it, let's keep it black and white. Like, I don't want to hear nobody's emotional plea to bullshit. Like, let's be real.
But it's not an emotional plea. If his apartment wants to cite him for, let's say, my old department, they had conduct unbecoming. It's so broad that they can say, hey, you kneeling and looking straight to the camera and like, yeah, now what? That was conduct unbecoming. You're gone.
Bullshit.
You call it what you want, but they can do it.
Oh, and they'll get sued.
Okay.
Wrongful termination. The union will come in and
That's
that fool will get his job back.
Oh, the union. Ooh.
That's usually what happens. These police unions, so they usually have a protocol for excited delirium cases, which is basically what George Floyd was going through, was excited delirium. Usually that protocol dictates, get him out of the cameras. Don't, we're not going to kneel on your back or shoulder or anything like that. Which, they probably would have stuck him on a desk job, but they had no grounds to fire him.
Okay, so what about, you knew the man, he was already, he was not a threat anymore. He was already on the ground. So what about that angle in terms of just optics and in terms of, I don't know, procedure, but I'm just saying, if a person is already, they're no longer a threat, and he already started saying he couldn't breathe when he was sitting in the car, which means he was anxiety or whatever, or he was,
excited delirium.
He shoveled the pills in his mouth. So, that could have contributed to it. So, could that be a factor to fire him? I don't know.
Nope. Still within policy. Like I said, the only thing the man was he was literally convicted in the court of public opinion. That's it.
That part, and that's the only reason why he was convicted. They had to make an example of him, and now that the evidence is coming out, now that you're seeing in the public, the evidence was there, but now the public has complete access to it. They can read it for themselves. I think it's a really shitty situation, but by the terms of law, no, he should not be in jail.
Can I just say this? Just say this?
Go ahead.
Listen.
Oh my God! Again, the rent-a-cop.
Can he not listen? Can you not do something and it still not make a whole hell of a lot of sense, but you can do it?
What are you talking about, Dodo?
They can fire him. They can do whatever they want.
Here?
Doesn't mean it's going to stick.
Okay, you're right. You feel better now, liberal? You're right.
I feel absolutely better.
Not liberal.
Y'all want to lock away this good white man for bullshit, and y'all want to protect his job, and put him back on the force. Well, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with this anti-blackness. I'm out of here.
Oh, okay.
All All praise be the white man.
Wow.
Don't trust them new niggas over there.
Wow.
I'm back.
Oh my God.
I need this job for my child support.
Clearly. Yes. Okay, yeah. I don't even know where to go. Where am I going? Are we moving on? Yes, we're moving on. All right. Woo! It is time to get petty. All right. Inked, what's up?
Petty. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it super simple. Outside of someone showing us their hamburger meat, which we never want to see again, because that was
atrocious.
Hurt my eyes. But anyways, moving on. My petty goes out to those who think that they can send me messages to try to get my time, and then think that when they need to reschedule that I'm going to give a fuck. So I wanted to be very, very clear. I don't care about you, your drama, or your opinion. Okay? I was going to be courteous enough to listen to you the first time. No, I'm beyond it, past it. If you notice, I haven't reached out again because I don't care. So my suggestion to anybody who feels like they have some information in which they would like to share with me, I don't know, based on the bullshit that's already circulating, I don't fucking know. Please understand that just because you say it doesn't mean that I will believe it. Okay? So there's certain people that you have relationships with. So you tend to believe those people, even if those relationships are strained, even though everyone lies and we know this. But if you think that you're going to come to me and blabber something out and I'm going to be like, you know what? You're right. You're sadly mistaken. Because you didn't tell me before. So why are you telling me now? And if I gave a fuck before, I would have came to you then, and I just don't. So that is my petty. Stay out of my fucking, what are these things called? Telegrams? I don't know. DMs? What the fuck are those things? Whatever. Well, listen, let's just put it this way. If you don't have my phone number, that's probably the first inclination that I don't give a fuck about what you have to say.
Right, because you're pretty.
There's that.
You're not super generous with am I echoing?
No. I don't hear an echo.
I hear an echo.
All right.
And mute.
Who's next?
Prince.
It's me. Listen, I'm gonna read
It's actually Glenn.
Yeah. No, I'm saying me. I was next, not the echo. But I'm gonna read off some names to you, and you tell me what's the correlation.
Oh, here we go.
Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Red Fox,
comedians.
They smoke a lot of weed.
What are those comedians? Are they actually what?
Stoners.
What?
Funny. They're funny. I'm sick. My petty is to all you wannabe
Twitter
comedians that get $3 to go to a bingo hall and tell some whack ass jokes. But what you do is you try to really mask your racism and your fucked up ideologies as comedy. So let me tell you something. The next time you decide to call a whole football team and their coach a wigger loving coach, how do you think people are supposed to take that? That's not a joke. Pretty much you're saying, let's say it together, you're saying that our coach is a nigger lover. That's what you're saying. I know that wigger mean. I know what the definition of wigger means. The whole definition of when we ask you to explain what a wigger is racist within itself, because how can you act black? What is acting black? What is acting black? See, you guys,
hair.
Yeah, you get these definitions, and then you automatically say, "Oh man, yeah, I'm just gonna say that I'm being funny. It's comedy." No, it's not comedy. You're a racist piece of shit. You got called out on it, and no 3 or 4 black friends that you can call is going to save you.
Mm.
Sick and
Not
tired
from
of
the trifecta.
No, I'm sick and tired of y'all using comedy the same way y'all use patriotism as a shield to be a piece of shit. It's over.
Tell a word. Wow.
That's my petty.
You need to stay off Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter keep you petty.
Petty.
Export now. Export.
So mine is, I have one petty and one kind of shout out.
Okay.
So while on the ship, Mandy ends up talking to some lady, and older lady who had moved from New York to Florida. And she's been living in Florida for the past like 5 years. Now, she is very, very liberal, very, very liberal. And I'm not saying anything. I'm just sitting there. I'm just listening. This is conversation. And you could tell which way she's leaning. And finally she says, Florida would be perfect if it wasn't for that idiot governor that they got.
Oh, Jesus.
I was like, hold on.
Oh, God.
That's when it kicked in. And I'm just like, ma'am, can I don't mean to interrupt, but can I ask you a question?
Uh-oh.
You moved from New York to Florida.
Get up.
Why did you do that? I was like, was it probably because of the way, I don't know, that idiot governor was running his state? Or what was it, some of those conservative policies and stuff like that? Did you like it? She was like, I was like, and then she looks at me and she's like, do I know you? No, ma'am, you don't. Oh, I know who you are. My granddaughter hates you.
What? What?
Wait. What happened?
What?
Oh yeah, recognize me from TikTok. Her 15-year-old granddaughter happens to hate me. So I want to give a shout out to the 15-year-old granddaughter. Hey, ma'am, if you ever would like to have a conversation, absolutely, I got y'all.
Wait a minute. What day of the cruise did this happen?
Oh, this happened early. This was this was on a Tuesday.
So y'all had a few days together.
Hey, every time they walked by me, she kind of gave me a
wow.
If nobody was looking, I'd push you overboard.
You sure she didn't think you was me?
Prince.
I hate you, real Prince Blue. What?
Oh my God.
And then I want to give a shout out to another liberal lady that I met, and it is a shout out because she is a medical professional, and we ended up having a conversation about COVID and everything that happened with that, and it actually turned out to be a civil conversation. We didn't agree with everything, like she was still masking and things like that. Which, hey, it is what it is. If it makes you feel better to put a diaper on your face, hey, do it.
Wow.
So why are we shouting her out again?
Why are we
I'm giving her a shout out because of the civility of the conversation.
That was stupid. That was stupid.
I got to give her a little bit, because most of the time, if you speak to a liberal, it's not civil.
First of all, it's called petty segment. So
hold on. What is all the commentary when we do our petties? But
shut up. You're done. You're done.
Nobody's doing nothing during your petty. You always talking during people's petty. Sick of that shit.
But that was mine. That was it. That's all I got.
I can't even keep a straight face.
I'm getting tired of your shit.
I can't even keep a straight face.
So my petty piggybacks off of Prince's, because I got in a little his Twitter beef, just a little bit. Because I'm not very active, so I found a moment to get a little active, and it turns out I'm not supposed to talk to bots or whatever the fucking rule is, and I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, but one thing I just want to point out is when you're building something, right? Imagine all the people who are very successful right now if they gave up when they started, because people were like, oh, you don't have to follow me, or you don't have a budget, or you don't have a look, or you don't have this, or you need that, or you only got 4 subs. Imagine if they gave up. Never. Imagine Oprah gave up after her first show. Okay, great. So when you're not used to building something and you're used to people just handing you shit and then it takes off within 5 seconds, that's called bullshit, and you don't value it as much, which is why motherfuckers just throw shit away. But when you're building brands, when you're building something that you actually give a fuck about, when you mean what you say and say what you mean and want to turn that into, not if it's changing your career or just you want to elevate your hobby or whatever it is, the point is you can't kick us. We the trifecta, bitch. So when it comes to that, you are never going to shake us with that because we know where we're going. And to anybody out there who's starting up something, you know what? Start. Like Kanye said, most dreams fail not because of failure, but because of fear.
Yep.
Right? You scared. You could talk yourself to the 5 million things and reasons why this shit won't work, as opposed to the 12 million reasons why it can. So it's all in my perspective, and you can't shake us, bitch. All right, moving on.
Not the trifecta.
Hey, hallelujah.
We all chimed in too. I hit the chat too. Like,
and I saw Whitney. It's not petty, but I saw Whitney's comment. Your thing did ship. I'll send you your information. But it's time for our trifecta spotlight.
All right, today's trifecta spotlight is Mr. Maj Toure. Check him out.
Black Lives Matter. But there's also a group called Black Guns Matter, started by Maj Toure.
Everybody's Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, except when it's time for black people to defend their lives.
Well, we have to make sure that we're recognizing that urban America, particularly Black America, that does not mean, excluding other Americans. Right. This is a demographic that's been targeted by leftist media, by the left in general, to make sure that they're outside of their Second Amendment rights. We have the highest levels of gun violence in association with the highest levels of disrespect for the Second Amendment. So the conservative movement has to make sure that we're informing and shifting culture as opposed to just down talking in that demographic. So we're going to talk about some of the solutions in that way.
That's all right, Mr. Maj Toure, born Martin Anthony Jones, a native of North Philadelphia, born and raised. Founded Black Guns Matter in 2016. He has been a host of multiple gun workshops and Second Amendment workshops on firearm safety, gun laws, and even conflicting gun stats. Because let's be real, in the Black community, not only are we more perpetrators of gun homicide, but we're also the victims of more gun homicides. And he believes that law-abiding Black folks should be able to defend themselves and exercise their constitutional right to do so, even in liberal heckholes like New York City and Chicago, especially in those areas, Baltimore, Philadelphia, obviously where he's from. So big shout out to Mr. Maj Toure. Y'all should definitely check him out. NRA spokesman and founder of Black Guns Matter.
Nice. All right. Shout out to Maj Toure. My God.
Shout out to Martin.
You know what?
His mama obviously liked that name. She gave it to him.
Mama called him Martin. I'm gonna call him Martin.
That's right.
Martin. Let's shimmy on to our memes of the week.
I did not know his range was so dynamic. His range is amazing.
Fire.
When you have the diaphragm the size of mine.
Oh, Jesus.
Beautiful.
Jesus.
Look at me.
This
Bing. Listen, if y'all are upset about gas and y'all are complaining about the eggs and oil and crack and heroin and fentanyl and Jesus sleeping next to your wife because you have to house them now. You were one of the 81,281,502 people who rigged the election for Joe Biden.
Wow.
Because that's how you voted, right? Some people twice. Some people rose out of their grave like Thriller and voted for Joe. Good job, Joe. You even
Hey,
make
is it true they said Dianne Feinstein already got hers?
Listen.
Wow.
Too soon?
Wow.
The same people
You
that
guys are trash.
the same paper when you put a test in front of them, they put abracadabra all the way down. That's how they voted.
Not
Next
abracadabra.
He said abracadabra.
Stand on the migrants. Listen, y'all got to make a decision.
Wow.
Do you want to be Latinx or do you want to be an agent of white supremacy? But you know what's the funny thing about both of these? They both were created by the same person.
Oh, I'm done.
So guess what?
You got choices.
Welcome to America.
Wow. Wow.
I can't.
Fucking moron.
Let me get the stat right.
That kind of looks like TV.
There must be a way to blame this on white people.
Oh man.
That's how I feel, man. Like sometimes when I'm doing these lives, I could be like, yeah, man, my suit was cold. You know why your suit was cold? Because the climate is changing. You know why the climate is changing? Because of the white man. Like, what? No, my suit was cold because I let it sit out. The white man didn't do nothing. Like, what do you say? We gotta stop this, y'all.
It's working. It's working. Why do we have to stop?
Facts.
Because they want us to believe that somebody is stopping us from achieving. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be serious because y'all think that black conservatives is always talking down, blah blah blah. Do y'all know that y'all can do whatever it is that y'all need to do to get to where you want to go? Take it how you want it. But if you're sitting home and you're so scared to go outside because you think a white man is standing right there, is going to be like, go back in, darky. You can't do nothing. You can't get a new job. You can't get a degree. You can't learn a trade. You can't do any of this. You can. Stop blaming it on everybody but yourself. Okay? Next meme.
Blame it on the rain.
Now, I'm going back and forth on this. Am I part of the colored people or am I people of color? I feel like this is a question for John Legend.
Wow.
Colored people. I don't know what we're going to do, but we need to figure it out. Am I a colored person or am I a person of color?
Wow. Neither.
And I feel like normally stuff like this is just used. Like I feel like it's going to end up on an application. They're going to be like, "Are you a colored person? Are you a people of color?" And then you will never get past the first question, and then you'll fail a damn test.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Next meme. This one I love. I love. For all you people, whenever you're on a social media platform or whenever you're looking at the news, there's only two. Let's say you be like, there's only two genders. What do they call you? Homophobic. Transphobic. Yeah. Dysphobic. Whenever you say, hey, black people, this racist, fascist, schmuck, sexist. It is not. Listen, especially sexist. I want to talk about sexist because I got a black woman right here, right now. Let me tell you something. It's okay to be in the kitchen. I'm gonna tell you why. Because that's where the food is. I'm hungry. Cook. You a woman? Cook.
Wow.
Bees don't burn in the kitchen.
Work all day, come home and cook my own meal.
Can we
Bees don't burn on
you
the
don't have no job. You have
Took
no
a
job.
whole lot of crying.
I'm literally in my uniform. See, this is what black women do.
Just
I'm
to
literally
get up that hill.
I'm in my uniform and she's telling me I don't have a job.
Now we're up in the big leagues.
You don't have no job.
They cannot turn it back.
You should be cooking. You should be cooking. You have no job.
Oh, this.
Oh my God.
Oh geez. All right. Well, it's time for everyone's favorite. So I think the Urban Dictionary word of the day. Let's go.
Vainglorious.
Go ahead.
One word. Vainglorious.
Vainglorious?
Yes.
Go ahead, read it. Read your Urban Dictionary word of the day. You see how it fucking feels when you trying to talk to people talking over your segment? God damn it. Go ahead and read it. I'm a mute.
If I was being super petty right now, I would remove you from this fucking segment right now. I would just remove your bot. You funky bitch. That's what I would do. I would just but because I respect AJ, I will not remove your raggedy ass from this. Okay. Vainglorious. Thank you, Lee. Used to describe a bulk moron named Prince who thinks his shit don't stink.
Ooh.
He is the love of his own life. Always trying to impress the ladies with his skills. Now, this word is mine because there are some people who have resurfaced.
Oh shit.
And they think their shit don't stink. And they think that they now smell like roses. And because they've had a few moments in the spotlights, they think I've forgotten. I haven't. Vainglorious.
Vainglorious.
I know you like to think your shit don't stink, but lean a little closer.
Really smell like
Yeah.
That's our Urban Dictionary word.
Yeah.
It's just amazing how they just give it to you. You know, it's just amazing. Shut up, Prince.
What?
Shut
Well,
up.
You walked into that. You walked.
Well,
No, I
we
did
are.
You did.
Oh
What?
shit! Oh my
What,
god!
AJ?
No, go ahead.
How they give it to you?
No,
Oh, no,
I'm muting. They're gone. They're done.
That part.
They're done.
How they give
They're
it to
done.
you?
They're
How
done.
do they give it to you?
Get your
All right, so we got a little time. We're a little ahead, so we can stretch now.
great.
Let's just
There he is. Look at his face.
What? Oh
When
Jesus!
you say stretch.
You a little what? You a little what?
Stretch.
Not what you said. You said you're a little head.
What?
What?
Oh, ahead, fool, not
Oh,
head.
ahead. Okay, go ahead. Proceed.
Oh my God,
What do you
Jesus!
mean,
I can't.
what?
So this is.
Why are we here?
I don't know. We.
Fix it.
Oh Jesus! Fix it,
Can we just
Jesus!
shout out to all the people who come here
Yes.
week after week after week and
Yes.
support us?
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
We love you guys.
Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit the follow button wherever you're watching us from.
Hit the like button.
Yes. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you share with your friends. You know, thank y'all for getting on the rocket early, because once it take off, we won't. You know.
Can I play my video?
What video?
What video?
You know how I like to do my funny video at the end. Can I do my video?
It better be funny.
Oh,
God.
it's the bum. It's pretty good. It's the bum.
Okay. We're waiting. You're laughing. We're not.
On the screen here. Here you go.
Oh Jesus.
Are we on YouTube?
What is this?
We're on YouTube to be on YouTube.
Terrorist. I'm here. I'm queer. And I'm ready to be a terrorist. Of course. After all, terrorists are very tolerant of gay people. Yes. In fact, my brother Ahmadid is gay. I supported him by letting him make love to my anus so many times. Bin Laden is also gay. Right. And so was Saddam Hussein. Oh, really? Oh, yes. His mustache was a dead giveaway. He also had a lisp, kissed men on the mouth, and an easier time pooping. So.
Oh my God.
Can I join? Fine. Just be sure to stand 6 feet away from us at all times, so we don't contract gay gene. Anyway, sometimes I mistake woman drying her hair for terrorist. Well, that's impossible. We would never allow a woman to be a terrorist. Do you think this...
What episode are we on?
Wow.
Because we did have 5 episodes taken down already, allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Oh, you know what? I think because there's a gap between 2 and 6. I think they think those episodes were taken down.
Yeah.
But then they're dumb.
Dummy. Like, no, we never
Dumb
put
as
them up.
flour.
Yeah, that's because they didn't know we came from TikTok and somebody liked to drive and we couldn't download the episode.
No, I have those episodes. I just never posted them. But except the one where Prince messed it up. That's the only one I don't have.
Okay.
The only employed man is getting blamed for this bullshit.
I'm sorry. Who?
Employed.
He's not wrong.
2, 3.
So the only man without a job.
I don't understand how you keep. I'm literally wearing my fucking uniform.
You see how clean it is? You see
That's a Halloween costume. Right, exactly.
Where your flashlight?
And you know what? We know it's not real because it fits.
Right. You know, usually like 3 sizes too big. And you know what irritates me is when the lapel of the pants are all like bunched up at the bottom because it's too long. That irritates the fuck out of me.
I don't have that problem. My legs are very long.
Jesus. Oh God. But anyway, where are we?
Long legs and a
Oh my God. That was actually hilarious.
That was actually horrible.
It was horribly hilarious.
Okay, so can I ask AJ, what have you been patting?
That's why I called him Pastor.
It's hot as fuck in here. So I was and yeah.
Brother,
and I can't wait to this and like I don't know why God is prolonging this, but I can't wait to turn this shit off so I can take this shit off. But yeah, that's what I'm
patting.
patting.
A hoodie made of hemp. You're gonna be hot.
You know what?
I
just wanted to point out that my friend is calling me out. Keisha's wearing a wig today.
Oh, shit. No shit.
I feel, look, why every time AJ pats his face, I feel like he's about to say, now listen, we're about to take the offer one more time. We're gonna pass that plate just
take
one more time.
Not demon behavior.
I was wondering why you were sweating like a whore in church.
There's an announcement. I announced to the trifecta that I deleted my freak Twitter.
What?
They said that was probably a bad thing because I might turn on them, but it's cool. Okay. Well, Glenn was happy about it.
I was happy. What I have to say is, by him deleting the freak Twitter, just lets me know I'm a little closer to a niece or a nephew.
Lie. Let me see your forearms, AJ.
That's all I know. This has just proven to me that I'm closer to a niece or a nephew. And I probably really better start to work out and not imagine that I'm working out because AJ doesn't accept fat people. So when the wedding happens, I don't.
You are a fat shamer. You are a fat shamer.
Wait a minute.
No. Pause. Hold on. First of all, it's the truth. How can you shame what is the truth?
It's true.
You called me old. I called you fat.
You can say somebody is big, but you don't have to like.
No. You called me old. I called you fat. What's the difference?
But you are old,
and you are fat.
Oh shit!
I am not fat. I am metabolically challenged.
You're fat.
I'm done.
I'm mature. Okay, then I'm mature.
Well, you're mature then. Well,
when you're metabolically challenged and I'm mature. There you go.
I'm metabolically challenged.
Chunky.
Well.
Children.
Odessa.
I can't do this.
You should have been Florida.
I just want everybody to know we really love each other.
Odessa. The fuck is Odessa? Who's Odessa?
If you guys think this is bad, I'm gonna do a summer jam screen of our text messages. It's
the big ass flower hat in church.
Yeah, You know what? Pork rinds.
Sister Hattie Mae.
That's why you don't have to use. That's why you don't have to use lotion because you're just a blob of fat lard.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Well.
Wow.
You know.
I mean, you know, we had a little extra time. Instead of using our time to talk about world issues, we'll just roast each other.
That's it.
You know, let's talk about why black women haven't evolved. We can do a whole nother show about that.
You know what? I'm not doing this with you today.
You know what, folks? I'm sorry. To everybody still listening, I'm so sorry. I don't know what just happened.
Why white women is trending.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Love you guys.
You know what? Umar was right. Umar was right. No snow bunnies.
Can we talk about that next week? I would like to talk about Umar next week.
We can.
Oh, let's do it.
We can. He could be our spotlight.
The fuck he can. Now don't push it.
Goddamn.
We already got next week's spotlight already picked out.
No, sometimes he gets it right, but not enough to be a spotlight.
That flies.
Hey, I did learn about NAMBLA through Umar Johnson.
Yes.
Who's NAMBLA?
North American Men and Boy Lovers.
Oh.
Yeah, men and boy lovers.
All right.
Yeah.
AJ,
Wow.
do we have some announcements or something?
Oh, yeah. So there's a flash sale at ajsrentroom.com, 35% off Rent Halloween collection up until Sunday. So go to ajsrentroom.com and grab you a little discounted merch and check out some other stuff. Appreciate everyone who supported. Whitney, I don't know if you heard me, but your item did ship. So I'll send you a tracking number. Maybe you just didn't get the tracking number. I don't know. But anyway, any other announcements?
Simply Sunday will be back in this starting the first Sunday in December.
Oh snap! Simply Sunday is back. First week is Simply Sunday. Every Sunday beginning December, and we'll be.
I got an announcement.
Oh jeez!
I can see my feet. I haven't seen my feet in 10 years. I can see my feet.
Hey, that's
you know what's next. If I can see my feet, you know what I can see next.
Glenn, is the outro queued up? Which is the intro.
Hurry up, Glenn.
I would do it before he takes his nipples out. Go ahead, get him out there.
Bye, everybody.
1 button, 2 button, 3